I'm Beaute. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing two looks with one collection. The new Bella Beaute bar collection. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, another, and some swatches, then just keep on watching. Hey y'all, so let's get creative. I'm going to take the Melted Mattes palette, the more gingerbready brown, and the Makeup Shack T101 brush, and I'm going to start to put that all into the crease and do back and forth motions with it. I'm really focusing on getting the shape right now. My lid is primed with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer, and so I'm placing the shade in the crease, and I'm going to flick it up towards the tail of my brow. With the same brush just cleaned off, I'm going to go into the more chestnutty brown and put that into the crease. I didn't do that on the other eye. Well, at first, I did what I'm doing, but I meant to do this one first, but I jumped ahead of myself. So this is going to be the depth shade, and it's also just going to blend so beautifully into that more gingerbready shade, but I felt like this was going to be kind of like the ice cream cone of the look, with it being the cut crease, and then the bright shades would be the more ice cream shades, which I was really excited about. This was so much fun. So just got that blended together. So I'm going to take this warmer brown and the Makeup Shack T14 brush and start to blend out the shades that are already in my crease. With this, I'm doing back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure. That way, it's a more even blend and there's no harshness to it. This helps to make everything look a little bit softer and make it soften out more when I go in with the lighter shade here in just a little bit. With the same brush just cleaned off, I'm going back into the second shade that I used just to bring it back, because blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. And I felt like this was just such a really pretty shade, so I wanted to be able to see all of it in the blend when I took my pictures. This is just going in to get everything nice and touched up. With the Makeup Shack T63 brush, I'm taking this lighter shade that's more closer to my skin tone to go ahead and soften this blend up and get it all nice and diffused. Doing back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure. You only want it to feel like a tickle. Now I'm taking the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B2 brush and that darkest brown shade that I used. That way we can bring back the shade that is going to be our depth shade. Like I say a lot, blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. I feel like going back in to touch everything up just kind of makes it look a little bit neater. It does take a little more time, but in my opinion, it's worth it. So now I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T63 brush and a little bit more of that lightest shade just to go back and soften everything up before I take some micellar water on a Q-tip to clean out my crease, clean off my lid, and get ready to carve out my crease with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer. And doing it this way helps the shades to not muddy, especially since I will be working with matte shades. I don't want it to muddy up. This just gets it ready to carve out. That way we have a nice and tacky base to get back to blending. So to carve out my crease, I take this Morphe brush that I've had for years. I'm thinking like 6 years. I mean, it's lasted this long. It's a pretty good brush in my opinion. So I call it the infamous nameless Morphe brush. So I take that base and I just start from the inner corner of my eye, and anywhere that I have my skin showing from cleaning the crease and cleaning off my lid, I will take that and just trace that out and get it hugged up to that eyeshadow as best as I can. That way it gets the crease carved out. Once my crease is carved out, I'm going to take the darker hot pink shade and the Makeup Shack TU61 brush, and I'm going to take that from the outer V of my eye and work it up and wing it outwards like I did with the mask that we started with in the crease, and get that shape built up because I wanted it to be a nice winged out shape. So now I'm going to take the hot pink shade in the same brush, I just cleaned it off, and I'm going to start to pack that on up next to the darker hot pink and blend it over a little bit. But oh my gosh, look at how pretty and vibrant these shades are. I love them. Here I dipped back into the first pink, that way I can get everything nice and blended together. All you really have to do with these is just pat them together and they blend so easily. Now I'm going to take the orange and the yellow to get everything more vibrant and more summer colors. I'm so excited about this. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I felt like this color combination was so fun. I'm really just shading my lid with the orange, and I'm going to go back into that hot pink just to get that blended together because I was looking at my other eye and was like, okay, I need to take the pink over a little bit more, which was why I left that bit of my eye just like empty. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow to pop on that inner third of my lid, and oh my gosh, the pigment is amazing. So now I'm taking a little bit of the lighter neon orange just to apply to the edges of this. That way when I go to blend the yellow, it just is more of a gradient blend. When I tell you that this yellow floored me when I put it on my other eye, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, for me, I find yellows a little difficult to work with, but from the first pop onto my other eye, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, the formula is so good. Now I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip just to sharpen this up and get it more, like, sharpened up, more precise, and oh my gosh, I feel like that kind of really tied it together. Okay, so I had to hold my breath and hope for the best. There was a look I did at Christmas time that was a gingerbread look that was inspired by my friend Slay with Desiree. And I was looking at that look and I was like, oh my gosh, the icing drip from that look with this would be so much fun. So I got the idea from that look that was inspired by her to do this blinged out like melting drip. So I'm just taking a white liner and I'm running it from the inner corner of my eye all the way through the crease, and I'm just going to follow the neutral shade and the pink shade and just make just like a easy quick graphic liner that I flick up towards the tail of my brow. And then I'm going to go in and start to try to doodle little like raindrops, icing drops, what kind of drops you want to call it. But I go in and I'm just making sure that I got this line thick enough, which to me, I was like, okay, this really doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it with 1,000 gems anyway. So I just kind of like got that in the crease to map everything out. Then I started doing like little circles, but also tried to thin them out the closer I got to the white in the crease. And then I took the one in the center down farther and I rounded it off towards the bottom, like really close to where I had just sharpened up the look. And then I did another one, like, kind of beside it. I tried to space them out and get them a little more even in the distance between them. And just kind of got them all filled in. That way I could have everything mapped out for doing my gem placement, which was so much fun. I was really surprised at how quickly I did it this time. So I'm taking my eyelash glue and I'm just popping that right on top of that liner because I wanted to use the liner as kind of like my stencil just so that I knew where to apply the gems. I'm even taking it onto the dots, onto the little drips, and making sure that I have everything pretty well covered in eyelash glue. That way I can just stick on gems. These are the Angel Baby Gem Pack from Manic Gems. I love Manic Gems so much. They have so many awesome things. So I'm taking this BH Cosmetics Get Stone tool and I'm popping the gems into the crease on top of the liner, and this is happening so much faster than it did in real time, but I was still impressed by how quickly I got it done. And y'all, I was so proud of this look. So far, what do you think of it? finished look. What do you think? I'm really excited about how it turned out. Also, I somehow did not have any kind of like ice cream earrings of any sort. So enjoy these things that my husband says looks like our cat Biscuit. So yeah. So I'm not going to ramble too long. I will say the formula of this is amazing. As far as like pressed pigments that appear neon, these blew my mind. They're so good. And so far, I'm obsessed with this palette. I'm really excited to create the second look. So without rambling too much, I'm going to go ahead and get my pictures and go to sleep because it is entirely too late. And I will see you in just a second. Okay, I'm so excited. I already wiped off a look on this eye because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But I feel like this is just, my inner baby me is obsessed with this black and hot pink. So I'm going to do a super sparkly half cut crease. Okay, I'm going to start out with the Melted Mattes palettes. I'm going to take the black shade and then I'm going to take, well, just pretty much this row. So I'm going to take the black, these pinks, and then I'm going to blend everything out with this white. So that's just for reference when I say the shade because there are not any names on here, which is fine. This palette, I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like, this is my third look with it. Oh. So I'm going to start out with the Makeup Shack T14 brush. I'm going to take that black and I'm going to just start to pop that onto the outer V of my eye in more of a C shape. And look at how pigmented that is. I'm going to work that ever so slightly. And I'm going to start to run it through the crease on the inner corner. All through that crease and get everything connected. You don't want to take it like too far up either. So just ever so slightly above the crease. Okay. So for in this video, I think I'm going to do swatches of the sparkles, but if y'all want swatches of the palette, let me know because I am going to do another look with this collection for Sunday. I just, my time frame that I've given myself, I'm trying really hard to get things up and ready to go, and I really just want to play in this more. So if you want swatches of the palette in Sunday's video, please let me know. Okay, with that same brush, I just cleaned it off. I'm going to take that less neon pink shade, and what I'm going to do is start to pat that to blend out the black shade. If I would have knew anything about makeup when I was a younger, like, teenager in junior high, I would have wore something like this every day. Like, hot pink and black were like a whole vibe, even though even then purple was my favorite color, but there's just something about hot pink and black that I'm like, yes. But I'm the same way about hot pink and yellow. That's like one of my favorite combos. Okay, so on this outer corner here, I'm just gonna go up and down, back and forth, get that softened up. And if we lose any of the pigment, I'm gonna go back in and touch it up because blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. And I also want to say a huge thank you to Bella Beaute Bar for sending this my way. I'm obsessed. Like, I cannot get over, like, I say this is the perfect summer palette because these shades here just scream summertime to me. And then you could have your like everyday glam or your date night glam or anything. Like the range is really awesome in my opinion. And I definitely want to incorporate this into a spicy neutrals video because I think I'm gonna do a couple of those. I just want to see what y'all think of the first one when I do it, and then we can go from there. But these shades are so beautiful. Oh my goodness, Milk went. The weather's kind of weird today, and it's kind of warm. I had the window open, but there's a lot of like noise going on out there. So the cats have been enjoying the window time, and Milk and Biscuit are like besties now, and Artie's like watching them play. But Artie and Biscuit and Milk are like a trio that is just like so special. They're hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna take the hot pink shade. Look at how hot pink that is. And I'm just going to start to blend, blend, blend. Now, this is one that I was excited about because I don't feel like it totally went all the way up to my eyebrow. But if you want to take it up higher, then that is totally fine. I usually take my looks up pretty high. So I'm going back and forth, windshield wiping motions. Get it all blended out. So the past couple days I got to spend time with my family that came in from California, and I was so happy because my one cousin I haven't seen in a long time, and then I got to see my other cousin last year. She stayed with us and I was so excited. So I was so happy to see them. And last time she saw Artie, he was just a little baby, and she was like, oh my goodness, he's got so big. And it was like he remembered her, and I wanted to cry. It was so precious. Like he was just like being all fancy. Like she went to pet him, he stood up on his 2 feet and just being so precious. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I spent time with my family yesterday, and I was so glad because I've missed them. Like every time they leave, like we might not talk for a while, but when they come back, it's like we pick up right where we left off, and that to me is so special. Like I love my cousins. I have such awesome cousins. Okay, with the T14 brush, I'm going to take a little bit more of that black shade, and I'm going to start to pat, 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 back and forth with it. Bring it back a bit. Cleaning that brush off, and I'm going to take that second shade we used, the first pink, just to pat it on the edge here. I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T87 brush in the white shade, and I'm just going to start to diffuse this blend, soften it up. And then pop a little bit more of that hot pink on to bring it back. And now I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip to clean off my lid, clean out my crease, and then carve it out with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some sparkles, and I'm really excited. Molten. As soon as I laid my eyes on it, instantly, oh, it's the holochrome one. It's so beautiful. The sparkles that I've tried from Bella Beaute Bar have been amazing. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna dip my finger into it, and I'm going to go ahead and just start to press that and swipe it on my lid. And oh my gosh, the hollows in this, I just have no words. That is so, so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is take the dough color number 14 brush and work this up towards the crease, right where there's still that base showing. And now I'm going to take the Cliona DF04 brush and the shade Dissolve. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. It's like such a bright, pretty, like yellow shade. Yellow gold. Oh, I'm going to work that on that inner corner. and connect it with Molten. And I'm going to use Melt as my brow highlighter. It's like a pinky orange, just really intense, beautiful sparkle. It's like hot pink and orange. I have it on already. I don't know. It is just gorgeous. I love it. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Well, I'll be back when I do the blush. Because I want to show y'all the blush palette. I haven't used it yet. I'm really excited to. It looks amazing. The colors are so pretty. Like, the most gorgeous blushes. I really kind of think I'm going to use Shortcake and Muffin. But I'll see. So, I'll be right back when I get to this point. Oh my gosh. I, going into this, was like, oh, that's such a pretty pink. It is a beautiful pink. But that pigment, I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't know what to expect, but this pink, yes, I want to do more of a, like, blush draping kind of look with this, where it kind of, like, matches up with an eye look. It's so good. I really, really love the formula of this. This is going to be on my desk. I will be using this palette for blush for a hot minute, but I also feel like you could even use it as eyeshadow. Like, the pigment is amazing and it lasted so well throughout the day. But oh my gosh, the way they blended together though, since I used those two shades, I felt like it was just so cute. Like, such a vibe. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I figured that these lashes from Riza Lashes would be so much fun. These are the Celine lashes. So, like, this kind of fits the vibe. Holy pigment with the blush. It blended out very nicely. It is very, very pink, but I feel like it goes. I'm so excited to use this blush palette more because the shades are beautiful. And a little bit goes a long way. Definitely. It's so good. So good. I want to say, before I get any further in the video, thank you so much to Bella Beaute Bar for sending me this collection. I love it so much. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to have the swatches here. which are your favorite? Will you be picking anything up from this collection? I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but because I didn't have a chance to get 3 looks for this video, I will have another video using this collection up on Sunday. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm also supposed to be like hanging out with my family here in just a few minutes, so I'm kind of all over the place. So if you have any look ideas that you would like to see, please let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to keep up my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, then I have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, because I heard that it helps push my video out into the algorithm. So if you give it a thumbs up, then thank you. Which look was your favorite? And yeah, so I can't think of anything right now. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Which sparkle is your favorite? I feel like that's what I wanted to ask because I'm obsessed with sparkles. Which shades are your favorite from the palette? Are you going to be picking anything up from this collection? Are you going to be trying the mascara? I really enjoy the mascara. It's so nice. I've used it several times and it's so good. Really like it. I like how it makes my lashes just kind of be more than they are, because I use false lashes like almost every day. Like if I'm doing makeup, then I'm pretty much going to put on lashes. So I feel like for the years that I've been doing makeup, that has like taken a toll on my lashes. So for a mascara to make my lashes look decent, like I love that. Okay, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!